Ousseynou Dabo and the UDP executive who held hands.
Ako Ousseynou Dabo le nyaton kaya ateni nyaton ka kotengo lumen be UDP itelle nyo bulomuta itelle tartanya.
Would you remember their names?
Foisi hakilo si dolu tolu mutaleban.
I think I saw Uncle Femi Peters.
Akai Uncle Femi Peters DJ.
Late Landiba.
Tala Lamin Diba.
Ousseynou Dabo.
Ousseynou Dabo fang.
Keme Senjamme.
Keme Senjamme.
I don't know if I remember all of them, but
Akwa malon fa hakilo se be mutano.
And I would imagine they set out from Ousseynu's house.
Akonna mira roto ye kuofulo kabo Ousseynou la bungoleto.
Where did they go?
Biri bota je dung ye tilingi tata mintole.
we headed towards Westfield.
Ako bitung be nya tiling kata Westfield.
Give us a description of how things unfolded.
Bitung afonyeng biringa lugulta kata silo kan kulu nata bonyoto nyadile.
So when we left, we were chanting, "We need Solo Sunday, dead or alive."
Ako biribe wulla kata fo silo kay be nyina fo kan nung. Musola ta Solo Sunday la abaluri mo bang afureo bang.
And we were marching, and we went up to around Pipeline Mosque.
Ako ebe tama kangole nyama inata hanfo ifutata pipeline jama ngoto.
We saw, I think, 2 trucks, soldiers.
Ako e moto fula faringo je me alon ko sojaro lebije.
They were with guns,
Kidolu be bulu.
but they just drove past.
Bari
They were looking at us.
iba ibe jube kanede bari wolu ning moto tambitela le tendrong ibe jube kan.
So we
Bitu itententa wole nyama
up to around the Comium building in Caraba Avenue.
foitata comium la korda bato Karaba Avenue silo kanje.
Then we suddenly saw trucks of paramilitary officers.
Ako tumole ye moto balu fanali je nyimpara military wol be wol le kono.
They just came down and started beating up people, cracking on the crowd.
Wolu mandiamu wolu biri je drone wolu jite la moto le kono ye liparo damu takaboy molu kan.
Did they advise the crowd to stop the protest and disperse?
Fodum wolu diamu takafo moli en ka fo enko ali nyintamu bula ali janja fo yo kumo fa ali ba.
I wouldn't know because I was not right in front. If they had done that too, I wouldn't know.
Akwa talon na fo wolu yo kele bankato ate mantara nyato nu wodumo.
Your group, excuse me, were they using a microphone?
Allah ka fo molu microphone ole bali bulu numba.
No.
Ali.
So all that was being said was without any technical amplification or any mechanical amplification.
Amuntal be membe fo kan num joran talibulu men salla kuma kan lu warandi.
The only weapon we had were the papers that we held in our hands.
Joram mem tartantol bulu wala mga kaytolu menu safe ibem bulo kono.
So
and
tell
the
us
voices which we shouted.
Animbe kuma kan lu menu fo kan dala.
And tell us what happened when they arrived and started beating up people.
Saying afonye mune natake dirita lu futata yemo lipo damuta.
Well, the crowd was chaotic then. People were resisting, standing.
Ako munta keta du nyolo de katu molu fanal la balantale ilota.
And then some people were being thrown to the trucks.
Riye dolu muta ke diaku ya chikandi ke fay moto kono mwenye moto balu.
Did you see any people injured?
Fay molu jijele menu baramata ba.
Yes, they were beating. I saw one old man that they had hit, I think, with the bat.
Ako ha modo lu sotondale menu baramata ye menu lipay la batino la wodo ko lu men katare bulu.
But quickly, I don't know who that was, but someone just put me in a
Put you in a
taxi.
akama lon jumale mude bari mole nataka ate muta doron ka dundi taxi okono.
Was it only you?
E teda manne bula taxi okono ba.
It was with my younger sister, I remember.
Aka hakilo ba kan atena do musole muyete lemuta ke bulandi taxi okono.
And where did the taxi drive to?
Sa in taxi onyi yal bulandi men kono ayal tele samba min tole.
to Dipakunda, a home.
Sambela suokono Dipakunda.
Did you tell the taxi driver where you were to go to?
For alia for taxi driver ni yenne anyanta alisambala dem.
Yes, when we were put in the taxi, my brother-in-law told me, just go. I told him I wouldn't.
Akobiri ebulandi taxi onyin kono abitama kaenne ko alta bari ate laf abalanta nunga ko en ko hanin tita.
But then he told me that you should go with your siblings.
Akobari onata fayen ko ini do yeta aliyebojang ini dolo aliyebojang alta.
So you and your sister entered the taxi. How about your other siblings?
Sa itani idoma.
What happened to them?
Aldunta taxi okono ido dolu idoma dolu mune nata ke wala.
I couldn't find my brother, Mohammed.
Man do maje ka fume Mohammed mbarin ke o maje.
Later we met at Dipakunda. He ran from pipeline to Dipakunda.
Bari ukola nana taben Dipakunda ka to ate burtanan ne kabu pipeline kana Dipakunda.
But then he was already hit with a baton and he was followed by some paramilitary officers.
Ako bari utumu ya lipa batino la le foka pare adum paramilitary uludulu fonglu baba indi kan utumu.
When he got there, he told me that. And with his injury, we exiled with that.
But all your siblings who were in town managed to make it home, correct?
Yes, we did.
Do you know what happened to the leaders of the protest?
Sai inata lonne mune keta wo balamba ya molu meni alon ko itelle ya nyaton kaya mune nata kela fa alon ba.
I saw them being arrested.
Na jele be mutakantu momen.
Do you recall?
I later
Proceed, please.
Tende.
And I later learned that they were taken to the paramilitary headquarters.
And nata mo fananko ye samba paramilitary wala korda batole.
Do you know who among the UDP executives were arrested at that time?
Fa alon le UDP la nyaton kolu kono e jumanyo le mutanu wolungola.
But I don't know all of them by name.
Maybe tolu londe.
But like the few I mentioned here earlier were there.
Ako bari ngammo dan tanglu menu tolu fo jangila nyaton kolu kono ngamenu tolu fo mamme bake. Wolu be mutamolu kono len.
You mentioned Usainu Dabo.
Ye Usainu Dabo fo.
Kemesen Jamme. Femi Peters. And Diba.
Aning Lamin Diba.
Yeah, I remember Fanta Dabo was arrested on that day.
Hakilo ya muta Fanta nyadi.
Dabo.
Fanta Dabo fana ya mutale.
And Jukuna Suso, I guess.
And Jukuna Suso. You
have managed to escape the events at Kairaba Avenue, and you found yourself home. Your siblings, Mohammed, had arrived. What happened next?
Sai mbring alnata katawaire alikanata udinkirato u kabo balambaya dulato hanu foi futate ya Mohammed fananata futanang silang yaje ko idukulu fanalu be natale mune nata ke kola.
When we arrived, it was less than 10 minutes. Approximately how many minutes? But it was not long.
Very sorry, can you go back again? Come again.
When we arrived, it was approximately between 5 to 10 minutes.
Brief tata sokono amantambi minute lulu kata minute tangola.
Then a young man ran coming to us.
Ako fondinke ni mborona ta futate maje.
And told us that soldiers were coming. So that's how we were all packed out of the compound and then taken to the neighboring compound.
Ako tembolo ye tulubeka funyoma suokono je ye samba isinyolu la kordal to idalaji.
Were the soldiers coming towards your house? Were the soldiers coming towards your home?
For soldier ol nu ibinakan Allah suwole kono numba.
Yes.
Ha.
So did any people remain in your home?
Yes, there were other family members, not immediate.
Ako ha badin dolu be sokono la manke ko ni menu yele kilimuti de bari badin dolu fanal tuta soko na jele.
But your immediate
Neighbors.
family members left.
Bari amunta men ya lonko ini wollemu badin kilimulti atel be bota soko na.
Yeah, sure, including my mom and my 2-year-old sister.
Ha ntel be bota yele kata ndo mame ya lonko abe sanji fulale wotumo.
Where did you go?
Altara min dole.
We didn't have time to go far, so from our compound they put us in the next compound.
Man dula jangota biri yem fintindin na soko no korda membe mbalaje dron yendundi woleto.
I was not in the same room with my mom.
Mantara bunkling kono den nimbama.
I think they just hit us like so quickly, so I was with Muhammad.
Ako amunta yetelu nung wonyale tarin ke don ko bari ande atani Muhammad de nyokan.
And what happened next?
Mune nata ke ulbe kola.
Muhammad had called Yamadabo.
Wayatara Muhammad ye Yamadabo commandile nung.
And who's Yamadabo?
Yep.
Jumalo Yamadabo ti.
She is Useinu's daughter, Useinu Dabo's daughter.
Useinu Dabo dingolo mo fananti.
And then informed her of what was happening.
Ka faye membe keri nung itulula karola wotumo.
Yeah. So after some time, or let's say 30 minutes,
Biring wati tambita hani for come again.
some 30 minutes after,
Biring ngata kota ta hani for minute tansa basi.
our neighbors came and told us to come out.
Utumolom isinyolu fintina nan ka faye ali fintina.
And then Yama had also sent a friend of hers.
Sorry, Yama had.
Sent a friend of hers
Utumo Yama fana ya teri do kinanje.
who came with a car,
Menni moto nata.
but she didn't come up to the house.
Bara manna de han fo ito lasu fango kono de.
She parked a bit far from the house.
Alota da menga jam fandinta korda nyinnale.
So from the neighbor's house, we didn't go back home.
Ako bari biri bota wo dinkirato etelbe mabori nundami mamuru ila suo kono de.
We immediately had to go to the car,
Utumo lem itata katabula wo moto kono.
and we told the lady to take us to the Senegal embassy.
Utumolom ya fo drive ni prae samba Senegal la embassy.
Why did you make that decision? Why did you make that request?
Muna nalio kanindiroke
Because after the protest, and
because
seeing that the soldiers had come home immediately,
katu birim balamba ya botala ngaje ko sojaro lunata ntelia dron wo noto
it was not safe anymore.
je man tanka kota ke silang tanko mantara kering itu ni.
And probably what my dad thought, that it wouldn't be good for his family.
Amunta ko afaye mem foy ay nu ko ate koila pour itelieta suko ko.
So what happened when you arrived at the Senegalese embassy?
Biral futa da Senegal la embassy to sila mune nata.
We were unfortunately denied entry.
Follow to aketa ku kolengoti katu balantale follow pour ye dunje.
What did you
And
do?
the security
Ale
security told us that it was on Saturday and we were not given permission to go in.
security ulumene be kantaro la je wole nyina foyen ko wolungo mu sibitu lumoleti andum imang kango dila pour ye dum kono toje.
So we had to find a place, like it was under a veranda at the back of the embassy where we had to stand.
Ako bitum foy dula nyinin doro be tarla dami bitu itata perengole koto embassy o nyin koma je bitu itata lo perengole koto je.
Because we saw that on the highway
Yeah.
there were paramilitaries. It was highly mounted with paramilitary officers.
Akato ayaje ko jenjengulu la je dalulu la paramilitary ulu je ulu mafangulu fanannale mennu yalon ko isiyata do mandi.
So we called my brother-in-law. He was my sister's husband, sorry.
Ako utumo lang ya abitan kumandi akoto muso kema.
And we told him we couldn't get in and he had to send us a taxi.
Andu yenyina fayan ko mandunno jande nata dami bitum onata taxi o kinang.
And we were taken to Sanchaba at his house.
Utumo le ye samba sanchaba bo fangola bungoto.
And what happened after that?
Biri onata ke sila mune nata bula unomo.
We stayed at Sanchaba for a week in hiding.
ako bitu itatasam chabajele loku mume ukijele be mabori ngolto
At this stage,
wotembo
1 week after the information you received that your father had died,
loku killing birale nyin kibaro soto kola ko wotumo ifama bantale
did you receive or did the family receive any information from the authorities concerning the whereabouts of your father?
fodum nyaton ko lu banko la mansakunda la karola ali kuma soto ibulule bang ka kuma fali mentilinta ifama la Kenya la
Not at all.
ani kibar mambo
Did you receive any delegation from the government to
fo
try to at least interact with the family in any way?
fo aliye molu soton ne melu bota mansakunda la karola pour melu nata pour inin dimbaya la molu se nyoje ka diamu nyoye
No, and as a matter of fact, we were running away from the government.
ako hani wo manke aketanya mem fangon tel be bori ka wo mansakunda la le wotumo
Do you know whether the government made any statement, public statement about the incident?
fo yenyum kala mutafanan ko fo mansakunda nata kuma fole me ye mem fo jamaa moli ye nyin ko fango la karola
To the best of my knowledge, not
ndela londo to den namira roto mallala anyon kumo findita o tembo
So as far as you know, the government remained mum throughout.
bito itela londo to wuce woni mume o be kono mansakunda be derinde akola
Not only did they remain silent, but they haunted us too.
amang ya danyin damman na yedede ilna tawulile ibentolu nyinin kango tumo
And as a result of the fact that you were being searched for all over, what did you do?
biral nata nyin akoyta ali mako nyim mansakunda la mulu bali nyinin kanne silang al nata muneke woto
I reached out to a friend who is my current husband.
I beg your pardon
Ask him. I reached out to a friend who is my current husband now.
akoto mole nganteri kumandi me ya lonko nyin tembe wole munte futuke woti
I told him I think we would have to leave the Gambia.
nanyina fayen ko ntela mira roto ngamira mbe Gambia bulala
Why did you think that you had to leave the country?
munan le nyim mira ko ali nyanta banko bulala
We wouldn't be able to stay in hiding our whole lives.
nte tuno la mabori ndron na baluo mume obeko
Hiding from
We had to go somewhere.
hiding from who and why?
ke mabo jumama ani mune ya sabu albe mabola
Hiding from Yaya Jammeh and his authorities
kam mabo ya jamme na la muluma
Why?
for being the family members of Solo Sunday
pour ka fontel musolo sanden na dimbaya leti
and probably for speaking out on that day and protesting on April 16th.
ani nyin kamala ko nga balambaya men kan nga kuma kamlu men fo April karotil tan ani woro luma
So you informed Mr. Dabo Balamusa that you thought that the wise thing to do was to leave the country. What happened after that?
sai inata nyum fo bala musa daboy e ya mira ko men ko ita wolem ali banko bula silang mune nata ke o kola brio fay ko tam
He also related the information to someone, who also spoke to Sahna Sala of the EC.
yo sai ata fanandia muta mole ye me ya lon ko ka fo e tukulor si so wo fanan nata dia mu modo fanaye ka fo me izit sohna sala
Yeah.
yo fanan nata dia mu du modo e ka fo me sohna sala
Tansona Sala would also be in the United States. So
and mo sohna sala fanan be america banko le kan fonde
and what happened after that?
biro be keta mune nata ke
It was my first time speaking to both people, and also Sahna told me they would help me.
ñino wala msinya folo to ndiya mata mu fulole bari sohna nata nyim fonyen ko mfanal bali ma ko ilale
But she told me we had to keep it a secret
bari ay nyim fonya fanan ko nga ko kulloti
because if it is known, we might be caught or arrested.
kadu na ko wanyarita asakeno ntele man toro soto akon
So I told her I wouldn't tell anyone,
na ñina fay ko don defalan te ñim fula mo mondiye
Even my mom, I told her, I am doing what my dad asked me to do.
Hanimba ma ngani fayan ko mfa ma yem fonye de mbewle katakan.
He told me to keep the family safe.
Ay nyina fonye pour nga katanga dimba ya tankan.
So please bear with me. I can't explain everything.
Oto isimu nya doron nte kumo be sata no leye.
But we will be leaving.
Bari mbe bola jande.
And how did you leave?
Silangal nata boja nyadi le.
Sohna Salas sent, she firstly connected me to someone.
Follow Sohna Duma who?
Musa Asar.
Sohna Sala fanan nata nimmo dole fay ñokay ka fo me Musa Asar.
Who was also in exile in Senegal.
Me yalo wo fana ye banko bulale wutumo de awudaita be Senegal banko kan.
Musa told me he would guide me.
Musa ñim fonyanko aben iya mari lale kan samba kasilo ita.
Until we got to him.
Han fo nga futama.
Did that
they also
happen?
sent a driver.
Anata moto fanan kina.
Proceed, please.
Tente.
And the guy came, I remember it was 5th of April.
Ma wo mari ni moto nata ning hakilo bakang April karotil muang anil lulu.
Well, it was still dark.
Utumo di bobe dun dimfang.
But not all of us.
Bari mbe manta nyola de.
It was myself,
Akwate fango.
my mother,
Anabama.
my two sisters.
Aning
No, it was Aminata.
anado fululu Aminata.
She's my elder sister.
Aminata o makoto musoleti.
In
My
essence,
youngest sister.
Anata do muso.
all of you managed to make it across the border to Senegal, correct?
Bitung atelu be nata kata utumole hanufo aliena ne o salang aldunta Senegal.
Yes, we divided ourselves into two groups. Some went to the Banjul Ferry Terminal.
Akoy talata kafu iketa kafu fulaleti. Dolu tata nim Banjul Ferry o mafango la silola.
And some of us used
Jiboro.
Jiboro.
Dolu tata nin Jiboro silolela.
Eventually,
But we couldn't.
proceed, please.
Akoy tente.
We couldn't just walk past the Jiboro police station, so my brother,
Akoy tinano la drong ye tambi Jiboro police station la wonya. Sorry, can you come again? What followed that?
my sister and brother had to act like villagers and they just walked past.
Ako bitung abaring keo aning akoto muso ye fankele ko itel mo sate o molleti bitung inata drong itamate simola itambita.
I couldn't do that.
Akata te okenola.
So the driver Sehu, he took me through the bush.
Ako drive for nyin sehu woni moto dunta suto le kono.
No, it was not with the car.
Ako hani ay manta moto la bitung amunta sehu wole ate dundi suto kono itamate simola.
And then I walked past the police station
Itambita police station wala wole nyama.
while he went back to pick my mom and the baby.
Kutumole monata mulu kata abama ninde na no dinde nyin kamba.
They went with the car, but the three of us had to walk on foot.
Wol nim moto le nata da bari tel mo sabota mata esingol le la ka nane o salang.
Eventually, all of you managed to make it across the border, and you found yourself in Senegal.
Abitung anatake ko albe yena ne o salang wole nyama albinata ben albe alfanje Senegal.
Kindly tell us
Yes.
briefly about life in Senegal at that time.
Afanya ndron kuma sutun kono a taranya baluta nyamen altarta nyamen Senegal banko kan.
But when we got to Dakar,
Birim futata Dakar.
sorry, it was not Dakar, it's Ampumangehok.
Sorry, come again.
Kampama.
Kampuma Ngeko.
Birim mtata futata dame kampuma ngeko
Next to Sinja.
dame be Sinja bala.
Yeah, we thought it was not safe in Dakar.
Nanyim mirako tanko mantaran toliye Dakar sate ko.
Why do you think that?
Munan na yo mira.
There was rumors that Jammeh had these NIA officers, plainclothes officers there.
Nanyim kibaro sotoko ngunu kumo ya itandiko. Jammela molu be Senegal banko kan wotumo Dakar sate okono men ya lon koy buka uniform dum bari be do ko wala tele.
So just to take precautions, we had to stop at Kampama, where Musa also lived.
Pour kam fantankandi ndanta Kampama adu Musa fana yabe woleto.
So you decided to settle down in Geho, right?
Bitong alenyu muta pour kasi Geho al sita woleto.
Yes.
And for how long did you remain in Senegal?
Ale wati jelle ke Senegal.
For 9 months.
Mbije kari kononto.
And how did you spend your time in Senegal?
Ite ya alial wato mengal tartaje iketa nyadi le yo wato ke nyadi.
Firstly, it was difficult.
Follow de akoleata.
But thankfully, when we got there, Sohna Sana
Sorry, Bral Fataje
Sohna had arranged with Musa.
Berim Fataje Sohna Sala utumo anim Musa ye ferocity.
And a house was rented for the family.
Ye bunguluas dimbaya ye.
It was a full compound.
Amunta korda mume olemu.
But had only 2 bedrooms.
Bari labum fula drone bije.
We were 10 people.
Andung utumo itulumo tannemu.
So we had to use the parlor as another bedroom.
Bitung salo nyin kono ye woleta ka ke labum doti.
And on that day we didn't have enough mattresses.
Katu ulum folo nyin imam pajaso lu soto me yesi.
So I called my friend in Gambia.
Aya teri kumandi membe Gambia jang.
And my salary was sent to me via Wari.
Yala karijo kodo kiaye wari la kodiki bundala.
And we bought about 3 mattresses.
Utumole ye pajasi sabasang.
My siblings and my mom had to sleep on them.
Adolu ning abama wolu bela la wolekang.
I spread a prayer mat and I slept on that. Gracefully though.
Wolunde ateye saliba sole fene ayela wolekang wolu.
I was glad that I had to do what my dad asked me to do.
Akukatu menke wolem afamaye memfaye ayole katabunya.
This initial move to Senegal must have had an impact on the family. Could you tell us about that?
Aliyenying silo mentaten kataka hanfo kadum Senegal. Ay kule sababu it alla dimbaya mumeoma. Femfonye otobang ay mune sababu alima.
It was our first time for most of my first time leaving Gambia.
Akwate nin dimbaya mume ulbe nyine musinya foloti puru ye bo Gambia banko kan ka banko bula.
And we also left abruptly.
Andu ila tafa nan keta tere mortality.
We didn't take along any clothes because Sehu had told us with clothes.
Katu inimfeto fata manta nyola meya long isa samba.
Sehu told us if we had gone with clothes, we would have been detected at the border.
Ako katu Sehu yenyine foyen ko nal nimfengulu nata feto fatolu. Ibale korosila ibale sute la lena neotode.
Because my siblings had to act like villagers, so they should not be recognized as travelers.
Katu ate dolu alinga koto wolu ye fankele koye musate dingoleti bitung mo manyan ne jubela ke sute ko tamala le munyeliti.
So in Senegal we had no belongings. We left everything in Gambia.
Ako katu Senegal banko kam fente buluje mensike fansum fengoluti. Ye fengo betu
We
Gambia
left
janu.
family members.
Abigo pat
We left family members too.
andu ye badin dolu fanal tu banko kanjang.
And we just moved. Just
And
the previous day to the next day we were in Senegal.
itel wulital don kata lum folo me wulta wo somo ye fanje Senegal.
So it was very hard for the family to settle.
Akoleata dimbaya bulu prokasi katara dulakilinto.
And for the school going kids, my younger brothers,
Dindigolu ndokolu menu bitaka karambungoto.
they wouldn't be able to go to school.
Itelu fanalu titano la karambungoto sila.
But we later registered them at the Franco-Arabic school in Senegal. They started French.
Na ta idundi karambungoto eka Arab aning France kama karambumento je.
While in Senegal, you also registered with the UN Refugee Agency, UNHCR, correct?
Bilal be Senegal al natata aliali fansa fe UNHCR wolem United Nations la buloti menuka udailalu makoy.
And in that process, you were also assisted by some other relevant regional and international organizations.
Itu ko fanan kono ka fu ko tengolu men ya lon ko banku nim banku te ma bunda le muluti ul fanal na tay bulu dun ali koto pour ka ma koy rodi yalla.
Yes, like Amnesty International, Article 19.
Article 19 Amnesty International ul bebe o ka fu le kono men ma koy rodi.
Who in particular were you in contact with at Article 19?
Jumale mu mote al nim men ka ñom moy bunda la ikafu may Article 19.
My lovely Auntie Fatou Jan Senghor.
Mbama ikafu may Auntie Fatou Jan Senghor.
And
Sidi Gassama.
Andung Amnesty membi jenu ka fayne Sidi Gassama.
You were saying?
No, happy that you are well taken care of by Fatou Jan Senghor and Sidi Gassama of Amnesty.
Nyingata sewoti Fatou Jan Senghor ni Sidi Gassama Amnesty la bunda ali topoto o keta sewoti.
And you were in Senegal, and were you during this period following events that were happening in the Gambia?
Albe Senegal wotu mome fo wotu mo albali hakilo tu kan ko luto menu be ke kan nun Gambia banko kan wotu.
Yes, we were.
Ha mben hakilo tu kan ko le.
What did you learn?
Ali mun kulle korosi okono.
The protesters, the April 14 protesters, were taken to court.
April karotil tan ni nani men e balambaya ke ye samba kitola.
But Solo never showed up.
Bari solo man finti kotake.
Personally, I had concluded it was true.
Tung we bambandi ka tonya yandi ko tonya la men fota ma wala kata.
That my mom was still hopeful
Bari hanim bi mbama ni jikole bije.
that he might maybe show up one day. Maybe he's just wounded or in a bad condition, but he was not dead.
Bari la jiko munyende fo lum sinasi afa masi finti ka fo ko sekeno abaramata le doron wala lum si isinaje ay fintina ayo abama ni wala jiko be siri no.
But it was in June 2016.
Ako bari June karo kono 2016
I remember Sheikh Omar Jeng,
hakilo bakang ikafome Sheikh Omar Jeng
who was representing the state at the time,
me yalon ko atelebe banko to yala utumo
confirmed that Sulu Sandeng had died in hospital.
ay nyin tonya yandi utumo le ko solo Sandeng fatale tonya mutoko
From respiratory failure.
ka foko wo amanni ji wala sotonno ameni ji nole wala kitala saya sababoti.
How did the family receive that information?
Amunta sila dimba ya luyo kibaro ya ata nyadi le ya soto nyadi.
I would say every day 2016 after April was in the forest.
Sorry, can you come back again?
I must say that every day after April 15th
Nsafo no ko luolunding bring April karotil tan ni nano tambita.
was a devastating day for the family.
Akake lun sangara baleti ntolu dimba ya moliye.
We would receive one news or the other,
Nse kibaro lu soto menu ya lonko ise kibar fatan dinguluti.
and it was never anything to say he might be alive.
Bari kibar mamfutan mensa keno ko abe balurin ne hanibi.
But the fact that, yes, he has died.
Tonya kanyin kan hakilo be men kan ron wala nyindi ko tonyale afatale.
When you received this information, did your family receive it at the same time?
Birale nyin kibaro moto musoto. Dimbaya bele ya kibaro soto wati kilimu labang.
No, I hid in a room
Hani ngamma bo bumule kono.
and I was following the news,
Bitu mumbe kibaro lu lammo e kan ba foka nyame.
where I also read Nogonjai's testimony
Je kono lem nogo njay ye CDRO kuma kan lu menu fo ngo fanan karanjele.
as to how she was tortured and how she saw my dad.
Ani yate tajire ya nyame ka balo dimende anin ko men katam fama la je.
She described things as she saw them.
Ay kolu je nyamin ay sata wala nyama.
And this broke my heart.
Bitung wala keta kuti mayente sotinya mayen jikila tendi dal.
Because I know how strong my father was.
Kadungalo ne mfamu mu babandi mfaso menti nung.
And torturing him to a point, to those pains,
Ka
very hard torture.
ka muta ka adimindi ka tajire ya wonyama me ya lon ka keta ku kole mbati no dumo.
Take your time.
Sorry.
Take your time.
Yeah, so when I read that,
Biringa kuma kangolu karang
I didn't tell my mom immediately.
ma fumba mai wonoto de.
She asked why I was crying because I cried so bitterly.
Waya nyininka munanne ka kumbu katu utumu akakumbo ta kumbo nya jaw.
I only told her that I had a bad headache.
Akayin fa ba mayen ko kundi mingole mutame mbatandi.
I remember she gave me some paracetamol to take.
Akwa hakilo ba kan we paracetamol bori ke sol dol dia la prasa amin.
Later, I called my doctor and brought the whole thing.
O at wokola lo manata akotol ning adukol dul kumandi abadin stumul drom.
I showed them what I had read,
Aya itandila ate kibaro menkarang.
but I told them I don't know how to tell my mom.
Bara yina fo sila malom be nyin kibaro fulamba may nyadile.
So we decided we would call my dad's brothers back in the Gambia.
Bari nata kambe nyin doko afama badi afama doko wala koto membe Gambia jang isiyo kumandi.
And we told them that we would like them to bring news to my mom finally.
Bitung ya koindi wala mako ibe lafilale pour ate sikibaro nyindi ba mala.
They did that,
Woliole ke
and I remember my mom fell down and she was unconscious.
akabo da nyin kala mabiria akibaro fo abama e aboitale bitung aketuta.
My siblings, all of us, we sat there crying.
Akana dokolu ana akotolu besi tanyo kanje be kumbo kan.
Worried about my mom,
Katu ibama la ko fon nate deun
but she was eventually fine.
bari a okola ala nata ke tanamanna soto.
And this certainly was a period very close to the elections of
And
2016.
Waketa wato leti wato men katata num carte fayola bake 2016 sangoko.
What did you do during this period
Ite famo muneke nu wo wuche wala wo tembo
with the full knowledge that your father had passed?
andu wotumo kumu ko temako ifama ala ya minjio doyale.
I had concluded at that point
Bitung wo tembo nata nyine mutan sondo mo konoko.
my dad wanted the Jame to be ousted out.
Mfama lafita nyin drone la num pour ka jammel bondi man sayala.
And I would continue from where he stopped on April.
Bitung ndalum be continue la le ate danta damen April karotil tanin nanon te batala jele ngatenteng.
So I held a lot of interviews,
Bitu ya sabu ngakacha jamalu ke nimmolu.
and I reached out to the young people that I knew in Gambia.
Bitu ngakata fanang mfutata nim fondinke jamali ya nyomo yimena be Gambia jang.
I remember calling and reaching out to some friends with the help of some people in Senegal.
Andong modoli mako yimena be mfe Senegal ya kata hani fonding mo funding kewni mo dole nyomo men be Gambia jangutu mo.
We bought sprays where they wrote on the walls, on the streets, Gambia has decided.
Bitum ngin spray lu sang wolem menu be ko pompir langlo ka bumbalo lu safe menna ka foje ko Gambia has decided wolem nyenti Gambia yelo dula tale.
Because people were being arrested. T-shirts.
I beg your pardon?
People who wore the T-shirts, Gambia has decided, were being arrested.
Kato tumo many ya dondi kodunga be safari member la Gambia has decided. Wolem Gambia kamotade.
But
yo mulu mutale nuwo tumo be mulu mutakang.
This must have happened after the election results were announced. My question was more about what you did prior to the elections.
Wo be wo momuto wo ngalo keta birin carte fayo tambita barbitu ndela nyini nkaro munu muneti jal nin carte wo ye fay ye mun kulle tamandi ferol men yeken.
Yeah, sorry about that. So we had made Facebook videos, that was with the whole family, excluding my mom.
Ye dimbaya video letanu wotumo etelu. Bari bamada mantara wulu kono de yo video lu dada.
Appealing to people to come out.
Kawasimo le puri finti kata carte o fay.
For the coalition at that time.
Pour kata carte o fay patiolu la den na bunda e ka fume coalition.
Yeah, these videos could be found on Facebook.
Wo video lu ye fintindi Facebook la bunda la.
In essence, you continued the campaign against Jammeh.
Amunta wala mnyinti ko atelier campaign o tentendi lankene mo puruka Jammeh ka fero ke puruka kele ka bondi.
Yes.
And it was after the results were announced indicating that Jammeh had lost. That was when you started the Gambia Has Decided, you joined the Gambia Has Decided campaign to protect the vote.
Amunta bring carte o fighter hanu fosilang anata senea ko Jammeh boytale a fotale utumolum inata kafu nyi lankene mo ma campaign Gambia Has Decided burka ko sembentu ya.
How did the family receive the information that Jammeh had lost the election?
Dimbaya mulu ya kibaro nyinta nyadile bring afata ko Jammeh boytale carte fayoto.
I remember we hadn't slept the whole night.
Makilo baka ulun suto mume mansino.
Yeah, writing. I had a book and I was writing off the book.
Akoto nya buko bembulumbe menkarankalu tumo.
Like my dad would do.
Kumfa maka menkenundro.
So when the news was broken down, it took a long time. Next month.
Bring akibaro findindi. I wati janta fukatabula the next morning, you mean?
Yes.
Kata hanfo fanikeo kam.
And when it was announced that Adama Barrow had won,
Tumole ya kankula ko Adama Barrow ganyetale.
instead of laughing, we cried.
Itelu amanke ko ijeleta de bari kumbota le kotake.
And I guess they were tears of joy.
Bare ay nyimuta ko aketa sewo nyaji woleti.
To know that Solo had achieved what he was fighting for his whole life.
Amunta yenyine je ko Solo la balu mume okono abe men katakang woto asototale sai.
And most importantly, what he died for.
Andunga men kumayata je wolem nyindiko afata meye wole natake.
Sooner.
And also that we could go back home soon.
Andum fanang atemela woto mbe sailaya.
And indeed, on the 28th January 2017, you returned to Gambia, correct?
Itunga natake ko January karotili muang aninsai 2017 alisaita na Gambia.
We did. It was sad because we had a family in Senegal as well.
Ako to nyanga ke wole nyama bare natake balafa fananti karunga badi ngulusoto dimba lusoto Senegal mbelum dameng.
I have pictures here with me.
Natalo lubembulu jang.
Pictures of the family.
Dimba ala natalo lu.
Could you zoom into this?
Camera tiyo lu sa.
This one showed the family in Senegal.
Niye dimba ala yitandi watu mebe Senegal.
Could you confirm that?
Bisa to nyayandi.
Yeah, sure.
Wole.
And there is another.
Do fanam bijang.
of the family
dimbaya be damin kotake
at the ferry when they arrived from Senegal.
Ferry woto bato me be sey kan nan kabuna Senegal.
Correct?
Yes, and we had friends and family who came to receive us, and we appreciated that so much.
Ha terol nin bading lunata menunata mbentung me yalon ka ketanyin sewo badi.
That would be this photograph.
Wala mnyin nataloti.
Right.
Mr. Chair, I would ask that these pictures be exhibited. I'll provide the exhibit numbers in a moment. How did it feel to come back to Gambia during that period?
Silang akete fe nyadi le hadama ya purka jeko ibe seyla nan iya kana Gambia.
It was like a dream come true. We really didn't expect to come back so.
Aketa ko nin isibo takola wo sibo me isibo tala wonata yele ma aketa ku soto rimuti katu imanjiki nun ko wo wati soto ngokono itelbe silo soto la kase nan Gambia.
But
we are thankful.
Bare akete yese wote andu ye jairo nin tenturo di.
Soon thereafter the tables turned. Those who were being prosecuted were released, and those who were responsible for the arrests are now being prosecuted.
Butungo wati soto ngokono tabuloli yele matade meni alon ko be kitindi kanu tumo be mutokono yebula meni alon ko lenata ke moluti meni yewo tajire yaluke sayin inata muru kawul muta e be wol dolu kitindi kan.
The NIA 9 case was born.
Mutumolom NIA law mo nyaton ka konon to lu mengi be kitindi kan wala ko findita datita utumone.
What did you come to learn about this case?
Inata mune karang wo ko nyin kono bring datita wo kito.
Before I come to that, I would like to say that my sister delivered.
Sorry,
in Senegal.
Who delivered?
My sister.
Ako jannabe futalauto akotoma wuluta Senegal.
And I also got married in exile.
Andungate fanam furuta o tembole wato men ibe banko e bantala.
So no matter how hard it was,
ako barbitu nyawnyanda koleata nyawyandi.
We made sure we made some happy moments out of it.
Barbitu ya kata hanufo kakodo lutamandi me ya lonko uluketa tukunyimali.
And I purposely did that to defy Yame, who tried to deny us from our happiness.
Andunga yoke nyina kama burhanim bi kala balamba ya itandi jammela me ya lonko wo mallafi itelila ni se wola.
Back to the NIA case in Gambia.
Burka muruna nying NIA la kuko nyinto la kito nyinto Gambia jang.
We were consulted by some police officers. I remember Senghor.
Ako police holu dolu nata soto meni nyininka hakilo baka ikafume ye Senghor.
Jali?
Ako fo Jali?
No.
Proceed.
Akaitente?
Could be.
Akasike?
Yeah, so we were invited at the Banjo police headquarters.
Ye kumandi puru ifanalisita Banjul la police korda bato.
Things were explained to us.
Ye kulu sate ye jele kaboye nyoto.
That my father's grave was tanked.
Ko afama ya abade tanjele tata kaburo nyimbe woleto.
Where he was buried that night.
Yeah.
When he was tortured to death.
Lumme ya tajire ya kadimindi fafata itata bade damen tanje.
From what you learned, was he given a proper Muslim burial?
Ila londo to mem foye fodu ika misilimo lu bade nyame ya bade wala nyama bang.
No, he was just dropped inside there.
Ako hani ya sambale dorongo ya asusare.
So the police asked us if we would give them permission to exhume the body.
Ako police le nyim foye fo ni si kango di tolla pour ye fureo nyin sen kamuri.
And again, on behalf of the family, I signed the papers.
Ako kota ke dimba ya lutoya la atele kaito lu sign.
And the police exhumed the body.
Police le afreo nyim bondi kasing.
Yeah, at which I couldn't be present.
Andung ate mama beno o dinkirato.
But my younger brother Muhammad was there.
Bari adoma Muhammad wo bijele no tumu.
What happened to the remains?
Silang inata muneke fureo nyin nabiria asain kanguri.
I was taken to Banjo at the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital.
Ifreo nyin samba banyun loptani banyin to.
And a DNA test was conducted.
Utumolo ye kotoboro ke ka ajibe itelisi mfenne bondino abala isa jube mena kotonya tonya solo sandem fangolo munyinti.
Yeah, from a forensic doctor. It was international.
Dr. Romeo do ko ke banku nim banku te ma do kula le mamariti.
And I remember it was confirmed that he was solo.
Between hakilo baka ngina tatonya yandi kotonya tonya nyimmari solo sandem fangole munyinti.
And the body was still at the hospital.
Andu otumo freo ana betaraling abeloptano to jenu otumo.
After 4 years.
After sanji nani kola sanji kola sanji nani kola for sai.
The family would need closure on that particular issue, wouldn't it?
Dimbal be solale konyin kumfadula wo konyin na karola fonde.
That is one of the things that hurt, knowing that Solos remains at the hospital.
Umukulu kono kilinete ka foko hanim bi solo fureo belari loptano.
Can you
kindly can receive it for closure?
Fodum kapulu kumfa fo isa freo dino nale.
Can you kindly tell the commission the impact all this has had on you and your family?
Saying afo commission we nyinko be anatamune sababu itekuno ning dimbaya aluma.
Firstly, my younger sister,
follow ndoma ikafume jenaba.
She was very close to my dad.
Akatatamfa mala bake nungutumo.
And we would say my dad has one.
Sorry, come back again.
We would say she was a pet.
Nsafoko mfama ayate lako mutanyamin ayati nyangile dal.
She would always, until now, have emotional breakdowns.
Kabiru tumu fokana bula sign na wati ni wati wokuo miringo akadungala ne.
She would be admitted at the hospital.
Niyo ketala dorong tumulo lo isa landi lopitano.
And once I remember, I arranged for her to go to Banjo.
Lung fam so don tante famale kulu parende pour ka samba banyunu.
And the doctor had told me that we should leave her.
Doctor o nyim foyenko what?
We should, because it's because she thinks a lot.
Kato akatu mira la fayenne dorong.
That's why she has these breakdowns and also this respiratory problem.
Wala na wati ni wati nyimiri ngo kadungala hanfo nijio kakoleama akakolea kulu sabu ama.
And personally, I do have nightmares still.
Akwate fango kunu wati ni wati sonde mdeungo kadunga kunna menka kai mira lukege.
What I see is my father being tortured.
Akona nyalu taun akamenje wala mnyindi ba fama dimindi kantu moment.
And the fact that I read Nogonya's testimony and that
andu nyimfana mukuleti Nogonyaye kumakango lumenufo ala sede yaro kono menketa fama ala ayo fana moyi.
And that the police had informed me that a video that was available of my.
Sorry, I beg your pardon.
A video of my dad after he was tortured was available.
Inatanyim fayanko video bekerinne video me ya lonko biri ya fama dimindi fokol be kola a video bekerinne.
Where he was asking for drinking water that hurts.
Damen aba foka mpuri ya so jiola ayemin ya abali jiola akoka diminne hanifo.
So these are the things I see when I sleep.
Akonyi long quality akamenje ninga ayela abesino la kasibo mendula.
I've tried speaking to psychologists, but I don't think I would ever be able to get over that.
Aya katale purka dia mumoli lonna lumenisa mako eno akobara mamira fo wokobe bono la kunna kotake.
There might be other problems with my mother.
There might be other problems. Sorry, come back again.
With my other sibling.
Ako asekeno adokolu fanalu fo ana wala kotolu fo lu fanal ka wonyon kole ya façon lutaki.
But I don't know.
Bari akama long.
One thing for sure is that my youngest sister, who was at the time,
ako bari ku killing ado labango me ya lon ko dumo sio be sanji fula
couldn't remember who her dad was.
hakilo mamutano jumale mu afamati.
And Solo was, because we are a young family, the oldest of us is like 30 now.
Ako katu tulmu dimbaya funding caring olti katu men ke bayata be kono bi wosio be sanji tansaba.
We were all school going at the time or graduating from school.
Ako dumo itelu jama be kono be bita kan karambungol to dantale jita karamudo dumo.
And I just had started work from October to April.
Ako dumo ate do ko damutale dron kabo October kata April karoka.
My sister also started work with MRC.
Ako ndu yatara akoto muso fana do ko damuta MRC.
But because we had to run to exile,
Ako bari katu wairi foi banko bula kawudai.
both my sister and I had to lose our jobs.
Akoto muso nate kumo itulube fote la do ko la wala nyam.
And coming back to Gambia,
Andu bring kamuruna Gambia.
Compound where we stayed,
Ibe
just my
siri
mom's family compound.
ebe so men kononun abamala dimbaya korda kabila korda lem jeti.
The part that we stayed was rented out.
Itulube damen to nun inata otoke loi soleti modol le
And we
tartaje
had to rent,
bitu tumole mfoitul fanalu nata ta loi sole kono
and for the most part,
andu men sembo wartaje
we have been living at the mercy of other people who would help the family.
itulube balu kam modol le la makoy rola men ya lonko woleka dimbaya nyim makoy.
And this is not because we are proud,
Ako bari amanke ko nyinti ko itelu imumoleti mennu kanganya ala walla iwarata.
but no one would like to live at the mercy of other people.
Bari nyi manke modi anye koti ite tara yete tara baluri modol la makoy roda mankan.
And it is not something that we wished for
Andu manke kuti itelu fonglu lafita menna.
or that we are comfortable with.
Walla me ya lonko asono yate itulu fe.
We try as much as possible not to get to that point,
Ifanal ka katale nyabe sio nyama puru ikanatara otuku ngoto.
but you would realize it is inevitable at some point.
Bari kanaje ko wato dolu ferele man soto walanna.
Mr. Chair, that's the end of my questioning of the witness. Thank you very much, Fatimata, for answering my questions. Over to you, Mr. Chair.
Inum baraba ke Fatumata yenna nyinin karolu be jabi saying ay kumo saundi kamurundi chairman.
Thank you very much indeed, my council, and thank you, Madam Fatimata Sanding Dabo, for your testimony.
Chairman ye council numbara bari ete Fatumata Sanden Dabo fanan chairman ko inumbara ila songo ila sede aroka.
We share the family's pain at the loss of your father.
Itung dimbaya la dimingu nila nikuya menketa ifama la sayati dimin no me ya lonko mbe dentala le.
Ibrahim Solo Sanding was a patriot.
Ibrahim Solo Sanding bankudin kende bale mo atinu.
He made the ultimate sacrifice
Amunta ateyabu ayayebu afanne to banko to yala.
to liberate the country
Buru banko sa afan soto no nyami.
from a brutal dictatorship
Kabo maralo kono me ya lonko sembela mararo le menin tilimbali atata nyola.
and authoritarian rule.
Me ya lonko mo kilin kamole katamanu to mo fana.
It was not just his individual sacrifice,
Amanke ko ate la kum killing fambo da mannem.
but the impact of that on the family, a young family.
Bari watelawo kuo we ko men sabu dimbaya men keta dimbaya funding ke oti men keta funding ke dimbaya ti
His sacrifice
alawo fambo
will remain in the annals of liberation of this country.
wo bekela tariko liti me ya lonka be tula Gambia la tariko le kono fojandim faw.
Thank you very much indeed, Fatimata,
Inum barabake Fatumata
for coming to help us get to understand what happened 14th to 16 April
pour kanam makoy
16.
men keta kabo April karotil tan nani kata April karotil tan ani woro kan April karo kono 2016 yeb makoy je inimbara.
And subsequently the suffering that the family endured.
Aning dimbaya nata batamen taki akokola.
Commissioners, if you have any questions to ask, please indicate. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Ning commissioner be nyinin kala Bishop Odiko wala rafte nyinin kala.
Thank you, Chairman.
Akoy numbara chairman.
Mrs. Fatumata Sanding Dabo,
Mrs. Fatmata Sandendabo,
we are deeply sorry for the pains that your family went through.
Nying ketam fanali bala fa bati anin ni kuya inila dimbaya lu ni badi ngulu dunta batamen kono.
But did I hear you rightly?
Bari fonga ila kumo moy kule bang
Is your father's remains still in the mortuary?
fo hanim bi ifama fure bungo kono le banjulu bang.
Yes, Bishop, it is still there.
Ha Bishop hanim bi
Last time,
afure bijele
Do you
the last
know,
time we were informed
labanta kibaro dilan na wato men
that is still needed for the court case that is still going on.
ko hanim bi be sulat ringalale pour kito membe ke kanteng.
I'm so sorry
Be se haketu
about the situation.
ko lu be kem tembo men
Thank you.
numba.
Thank you. I'm glad you clarified that point. That was the question I was holding up to see whether or not there was a court injunction, and I'm not releasing the body yet to the family until this issue case is over.
Inumbara wotumon dafang fanan lafta nyinin karo kala num puru sarto wala dalilo me yakendi furo belari nje barbitum wairi ana taka ko luani ntilimu gundale la kamu puru be akala sedeya joramolti nyin kito to membe kerinte.
Thank you. Commissioner Carr, you have the floor, please.
Commissioner ka fanan lafta nyinin kala.
Thank you, Chairman.
Akoy numbara chairman.
Thank you for your testimony, Fatmata.
Fatmata inumbara ba kala sedeya ro kan.
I wish to join my colleagues to say sorry for what happened to you and your family.
Mbeka fulang commission dokula kotangulu makafo aye yaketu menketa inila dimba ini badi ngulula.
My question is about the current situation of your family.
Nanyinin karo tilinta men wolem inila dimbaya alibe tembo mento sai lafto kalangole nyinin kala.
I have met your brother a couple of times, Mohammed.
Sinya danta ning ibarin keo kanyoje Muhammad.
But what I want to ask is, what is the situation of your family currently, and what are your family members into, especially your siblings? What are they doing?
Nanyinin karo momenti wolem alibe tembe do amento sai itening idukolu ning ikotolu mun ibe mune ke kanyin tembeng puru ibe fansambala nyame.
Thank you, Commissioner Carr.
Inumbara Commissioner Ka.
Like you said, Mohammed, and
Biala University wo.
we had to talk to some people also, appeal so we could have some funds to send them to the university.
Ndiya mutamul le fanaliye alhakatu men ya lonko ye makoy roke buruke la university karangu nyinjo.
The payment of which is sometimes hard. That's not that we pay.
Bare tumodol ajoka kole alde bare bitum nyine ya sabun ka akata wala nyama.
But with the help of some people, they are currently fine at the university.
Bare bitum modol la makoy rokan alhamdulillah ibe karankan na university ro sai.
My elder sister works at the GRA.
Nkoto muso bedo ko la GRA.
She is also married.
Andung afudu telefanan.
And the rest of my siblings are still school.
Bare menu bolu be du mala ndoko labangol wol bita kan karamu to hanibi.
The youngest is now 6.
Men dindi yatam be kono saying asiobe sanji woro.
Thank you, and send my greetings to your husband, Musa. He's my good friend too.
Inumbara betum na kontondiro lu futandi ke mama Musa nteri le mo fananti.
Thank you very much, and there are no further questions. Fatimata, if you have any concluding remarks to make, please proceed to make them now.
Where is Silang Commission Okono Jang Alfaman Sotomembe Yininkala, between Fatimata, Etafan Bela Kumokum Fala, Makamu Menula, is it tending you Kachafu?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Numbara la Prali Sonta Purunga na Sedearo Kijang.
First of all, I would start with some of the things that are very hard on the family.
Follow la kuol la meni alonko ikoleata dimbaya bulbak.
And that's from the general public, I would say.
Andu kabo jamamul la karola le fola wolela.
Especially people who somehow offer help.
Sako molu men kake politiko jorangoti.
Or still using Solo's name for the same purpose.
Adun hanimbi ka solo ta ka akewo kukilimoti.
Those people wouldn't realize that they re-traumatized Solo's.
Molu men ka tota ka ke jorangoti politiko la karola. Imam mello ngole mnyintiko hanimbi ibe solo la dimbaya lula nikuyani mantoro la fakane.
I would say Solo cannot be separated from Gambian politics, clearly.
Nsinyi mfono tonya mote solo to bondino la Gambia la politiko okono.
But what I am saying is a particular party or a particular group of people.
Mbeme mfoka wala mnyinti party sotonta wala molu me yalonko wo molu
having done something for Solo's family.
Ka foye kuke solo la dimbaya
taking pictures of those receipts and circulating them on Facebook.
Ikanio makoiroke. Ikarisito lumenu sotoje. Ikana urisito luta. Ke Natali. Ke fintin di Facebook. Aninki barbunda kotengolula.
Using that as a fighting tool against their opponents. And he walked the streets of Serekunda with dignity that day, knowing he might die for you and me.
Andung animbunyani horomo. Le tamata Serekunda silo luka wolung ando ay lonko asekeno ayefa ando alasaya abekela nteluning atelu bele.
So the least expected
between moma msobinu menna
is to
wala mnyinti
respect him and his family.
Memu ko kumutije wala mkana la dimbaya lubunya.
And to know that anything you do
andu isinyilon ko yekukunding fananke
it brings back the traumas and the pains that we lost him.
Andu akadimingo anin kijateo anin jikilateo akawle murundi nan dimbaya lu kankotake menu yalon ko ekatama ningo sila fasongo.
Some people would sit on Facebook claiming that Solo was betrayed by some people were responsible for his death.
Dolu kasi Facebook ikafoko molle Solo jamfa anim fananka foko ye kolu menuke ya tajireya.
I would like to say that
mbela fla kanyum foko
Solo was an adult.
Solo muke baliti.
He has been doing what he did for years.
Abdunga be komen ke ka meta kelale sanji jama.
He is not a person that people would deceive and lure into something that he didn't want to do.
Andu amanke moti mosime nene ka filindi ka dundi kuto amalla fi menkela.
As hard as it may feel,
asikole ya nyaunya ndi nyama
he went out that day
afundita wolungola
because he wanted to.
Kato alafta fintila le wolung.
And he showed that all over before that day.
Andu ayo itandile nyabe sio nyama jani wolung fango besila.
So I beg for respect.
Goto mbedani rokela ye bunya diala.
And also to him and the family.
Ka bunya diate kumoni ndimbaya lula.
After that, I would just also like to say that with regards to victims, our work wouldn't be easy. And it's always painful to recount these events.
Andung akoleatale adiminta wati purka muru nyinkolu kang.
And coming together as an organization
anin kana kamurunyo kan kakafunyo mapuru molu menu keta mantoro boita menuka
we had promised to work together to bring them his accomplices to book.
Nganyilla hidoleta kombe na kato dango kelale kakafu nyoma jamena la umulu menu kafuta nyoma yo tajire yaluke ke londi luwa nyati yo.
I know that it's going to be hard following the rejection of the draft constitution.
Ngalon ko be kole yala kadu mune ya sabu follow banko la constitution kuto wala msarta kuto men banko nyanta tamalala afele balantala.
And our work under this court, as we all know, is the big hard.
Andu in constitutional member lorin ten yimme yalon ka be caring hanibi abe kole yala bakele puruntel nga continue na doko la wokoto.
But we would make it.
Bari mba kato dango bekela le fonga tambijela.
What we need is more political will
Musulata men na wale politiko nganiyo.
and also the unity of the victims ourselves.
Aning mantoro boitan tulumenu kang beke kankilindi.
I would like to refer this one to Jammeh himself,
Mela fila kanyin kuma kango ki jamme fangoy.
who might be watching, or probably his associates will be watching.
Puru nyin temben asekeno ate fango ba jube kanga be lamoy kan wala anala o kafunyolu ibe lamoy kan ibe jube rola.
It's going to be just a short story.
Nyimbekela talin sutuneti
You know, as kids at home,
ko dindingulu menu be ya
in the Sandeng family, I mean at home when we were kids,
wala msanden dimbaya lu dindi ya tumo be sutumo me.
we would always fight, you know, siblings fight.
Nga manglu wati badi malu tumo do da manglu kalu nyola le.
But the only time that we came together
Bari silo men inata muruka kafunyoma.
is when, you know, when we were kids, we used to eat this dix. It's called dirimo in Mandinka.
Wato me wo dindi ya be kering ika dirimo do mo commanding kolu ya fa nyamen ika commandi nyamen.
And mostly we would launder, and then that water we would pour it in the rat holes.
Ako jama fanang ika kurolu ke wo kuri jio non jio nyin ika ake nyina dinkolu kono.
And the rest of us will stand with sticks waiting for the rat to come out.
Andu iteluto malu indindo kolu kata lo